Hello. Happy Are You OK Day. Happy Thursday to you. I just want to do a little video about Are You OK Day because, let's be honest, we don't have a day for something for no reason. We don't have a day just so that everyone gets a day off thinking about what social media post they're going to put on their grid because it's already planned. We actually have a day to bring awareness. And bringing awareness isn't just introducing the topic. I think that each time we experience a day, like Are You OK Day, it should be our intention as individuals and collectively that we all get to the end of that day and have shifted perspective or behaviour or understanding about whatever the day is raising awareness on. Now, obviously, Are You OK Day is raising awareness on mental health, and with the view of obviously opening up the conversation and essentially preventing how many lives we lose through not talking and not opening up about it and having a stigma around mental health. So I want to talk very quickly about three things. One is my ideology around how mental health works, the thing that I experienced and felt as an athlete and as a fitness coach when we're looking at the physical human and how the physical human affects the mental human. So my philosophy is that mental health is a physical thing. It is a physical injury or strain. It is not an identity thing. So when I have a mental health issue, if we want to call it that, if I have a mental health problem or a mental health challenge, then it is not me as a flawed individual. It is a system that I was given that helps me function that has been put under too much stress. And we just need to learn how to unpack that. It's really pretty simple. It doesn't deserve this fucking stigma that it seems to have. When I was boxing and I was training 2 hours a day, if I didn't get enough sleep and I had a few drinks and I had a bunch of sugar and then I go to work every day and I have some work stress and my mind's thinking about that all day, and then I have a fallout with a friend, and then I have this emotional stress as well. If I keep piling stress on, all of a sudden I become a different person. I become a different person that makes different decisions because my behaviour and my thoughts and my emotions are driven by my neurochemistry. And my neurochemistry are the chemicals that are released inside my brain. They're released through things that we eat, things that we experience, things that we feel, and functions of our body. Okay? Simple. So there should be no stigma. Just like when you strain your calf, when you've run too far for your ability, when you have maintained stress of any kind too long for your ability, then you are going to strain your mental muscle. Simple. I want to talk about two things that two guests on my podcast introduced to me that have stuck with me, and I've repeated them 1,000 times because they are so incredibly insightful. And one was, I think it was episode number 45, I think, don't quote me on that, maybe 45, I'm sure it was actually, Ray Bonney. I had Ray Bonney on. Ray Bonney is an advocate of mental health and suicide, and particularly men's suicide prevention. One thing out of our conversation, and she said a lot of go and listen to that episode. She has said a lot of wonderful things about how to deal with that conversation, how to have the conversation as a person suffering and also as a person supporting. The question, instead of the question, are you okay? We can ask, what's it like being you today? What's it like being you today? Because are you okay is a yes or no question. And it's a typical question, and it really doesn't evoke any personal connection with someone really wanting to know. You've got to really ask it the right way. There's got to be so much scaffolding around how we ask that question for it to have any effect. Otherwise, it's just a token question. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. And your brain's going, I'm not good. I'm really not good. I'd give anything to speak to someone, but you don't really want to know. You're just asking me a token question. So what's it like being you today? Like, what a beautiful question, because no one's just, because it makes you think, because it's not a standard question. It makes you think, What is it like being... Well, actually, today it's tough. And then you can have a conversation. The other thing that that stuck out from me, I was only going to say one thing, but I'm going to say another, is we're not here to fix it. We don't need to fix it. We can't fix it. So when someone says to you, I'm not doing okay, I'm having these thoughts and feelings, I'm in a really dark place, you know what else is okay? It's okay for them to say that, and then it's okay for you to say, I'm sorry that you feel this way. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say, but I'm here with you. Let's work through this together. I'm here with you. Don't fix it. Dudes know this. Dudes know that chicks don't want them to fix things. Well, neither does someone that's going through shit. They don't know what to do, otherwise they would have done it. So they know that you don't know what to do. They don't expect you to know what to do. They just want someone sitting beside them in that dark place sometimes. Third thing, Mark Thomas, he was on my podcast, episode 41 initially, and then he came back to talk about suicidal ideation, and I can't remember, I think that was the episode 134, I think, or very close to it. And the big take home for him, and when I tell this to people that it really resonates, the big take home for him was our thoughts are not facts. Thoughts are not facts. Now that's a quote that he read when he was in a really dark place. And he read it in a book, and he closed the book, and he didn't want to know any more because that was enough. That's what he needed to hear. Thoughts are not facts. Thoughts, stories, they're in our head. They are not reality. They are just what we are feeling. They are just the experience that we are having. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be so heavy if you're thinking dark thoughts. It doesn't have to be so heavy. It doesn't say anything about who you are as an identity. It just says that your system is under a lot of strain, and it'd be good for you to talk about it. Anyway, that's it from me. That is my little Are You Okay chat. I want to finish off by saying that if you're not okay, and if you wanted to reach out to me, then I would welcome that. I would welcome that, and please do. Go and check in on your friends and ask them, hey, what's it like being you today?